Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I tried to rush everything into this video yesterday, and this is going to be part 2 of the one I made previously. But whenever this 10 minutes on this video, man, it's just not enough time for me to sit down and really go into the depth of explaining what I want to put in for easier understanding. So I left some things out yesterday, and I'm fixing to go back and pick them up and help you understand. But first of all, I'm going to go back to the Bible in Genesis 32:30. And Jacob asked him and said, "Tell me, I pray thee, thy name." And he said, "Wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name?" And he blessed him there. He blessed him. This is where he got blessed. This is where his kundalini rose. This is where he was washed in the blood of the Lamb, creating the very first Israelite, as it's shown in the Nag Hammadi scriptures, as I showed on my previous video. Now this is what happened then. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, or Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. Now in the book of Revelation, God marks his people in their foreheads. Okay? And the Peniel, whatever you want to call it, is in the middle of the brain, but it is referred to as the spiritual eye. So this is what happens with this reptile DNA. We have to have it for the melatonin. The melatonin, it causes these reptiles to change colors, like a chameleon or whatever you want to call it, one of them lizards that change colors and stuff. And this is what happens. When melatonin is released, it's a positive radiation type. Your body is a nuclear reactor, y'all. There is no way around it. There's no way around it, y'all. Your body is a nuclear reactor, because in the beginning God created light, and look at here, all these different types of light, all these different types of rays from light create the spirit body, while the photons in the X-rays create the astral body, or the spiritual body, because the photons can actually take on properties of a body. It's like taking a picture or an X-ray. That's why they call it X-rays, but they hide this little word called a photon. The photon is the activating process of consciousness. These photons can animate you. This is what allows you to move. So this is what happens. So when all this positive energy and radiation, all this positive energy is released inside of your body, it elevates your frequency automatically. It elevates your frequency, and you begin your spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey, which is washed in the blood of the Lamb. Okay? This has something to this right here is the blood of the Lamb. The blood of the Lamb. The blood of the Lamb. This is right here. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you facts. Now this right here raises your frequency, and all those negatives you have in your energy, in your chakras, in your kingdom of heaven, as it is told in the New Testament, in the word kingdom, in my dictionary, a place where a sphere is dominant. Dominant. Now your chakras are spheres. Like your root chakra, the red energy of the jasper stone in Revelation is your root energy, the energy which is masculine, okay? The masculine energy, and it also matches the energy of Aries in the zodiacs, and it also matches numerology number 1, which is new beginnings. Now, all this right here ties into the energy of matter when it's set on fire. All those chemical reactions, all those energy reactions. Okay, so back to what this does. It causes a process called ionization. It's called ionization. All these negatives, it's when an atom drops or gains an electron. So all these electrons, all these negatives are dropped. All these things start coming out of your body, your chakras, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now these are your 7 candlesticks. You ever seen this right here? This is the 7 candlesticks, the famous 7 candlesticks that nobody else knows about. Alright. What it does, it drives that negative energy out. You lose this electron, so it has to leave your body, and this is where your trauma comes back to the surface. Your trauma comes back to the surface, and the Bible calls it humble yourself as a child. Humble yourself as a child. Now, in the Bible also, where it tells you to hate your mother and your father and leave them for your wife, this is why. Because when you get rid of all these negatives and replace it with all these positives, guess what happens? You're going to see that your immediate family caused all this. All this right here. All the people you loved caused all this negativity. Your heartache, your tears, rejection issues, self-worth issues. Because in life, your path is this way. But your family tries to stick you in this direction or that direction or this direction. They always trying to direct you for what they think is best for you while your path is going this way. And that has a lot of bit to do with trauma, ladies and gentlemen. But as soon as this melatonin right here is released in your body through this reptile DNA, your life is going to completely change. And this puts you in union with source. The source of creation. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word is Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness. This right here is when you can see God face to face, just like Jacob did. Love you guys.